Welcome to TRS Clips, where you'll find happiness through your own curiosity. What a penis looks like when you cut it open.
Okay.
Just to change the mood.
Yes.
You've had to do some crazy surgeries.
Yes.
The surgery you spoke about in the last episode, is that the craziest surgery you've done?
Yes, that's the craziest that I've done. I've done more. So, for example, for cancer of penis, so in a 28-year-old man, married man, a father of two, had cancer of penis. So I had to remove it completely. We call it radical penectomy.
You have to remove the penis.
Penis, of course. And I removed the lymph nodes also. The lymph nodes were positive. So we gave radiotherapy. Now this man is now 30 and he comes back to me. He has very good balls, scrotum, but he doesn't have a penis. And now he wants to have penis. So I reconstruct a penis for him from his local tissues, put in an implant, and he's a happy man.
You gotta take us through this whole process of a penis removal surgery as well as penis reconstruction. I didn't even know this is possible. You know, I hate bringing this up, but I'm assuming that in road accidents and all, there could be a lot of penis
Yeah, we do that
stuff. So let's talk about this situation first. Like, how do you remove it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you construct it again?
So removal of penis is simple. We know that there are two chambers, cylinders, which are coming from each side of the pubic bone, and they are like, like this. They are arching up like Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
So there are four of them here. Here there are two of them, one from each side, and they join together and become the penis. The third one is the central one, which carries the passage of urine called urethra. So if there is a cancer, I need to go right up to the root of penis where these bodies are actually attached to the bone and remove them. And that happens when there is a cancer of penis.
Cancer is caused due to cells multiplying rapidly, but it usually happens in tissues that multiply rapidly, like breast, brain, etc. Does the penis also consist of a tissue that multiplies rapidly?
Any
tissue in your body
Any tissue can have a cancer.
Muscle, like your bicep?
Yes.
Okay.
We call it sarcoma.
So it's unpredictable. Cancer can happen to anything in your body.
Anybody.
Okay. So you remove the whole penis then.
Yeah, that's right.
That has to feel so difficult psychologically for the patient.
It is.
I cannot imagine what that poor guy.
Yeah.
I feel like taking his number from you and going and giving him a hug.
Oh, yes. I will.
As a brother.
I know.
Like in terms of don't worry, man.
Yeah.
But go on. And I'm sure that's actually your job.
Yeah, that's part of my job. I'm supposed to treat them. I'm supposed to remove the lymph nodes. I'm supposed to remove this penis if it has a cancer. I have to save life. You can fix a problem in a living man. So for that, you need a living man.
Man.
That is important. So you have to do everything. Once you say, okay, 2 years gone, there is no cancer recurrence. That is when we start reconstruction. So reconstructions can be local flaps, as I did in this case, or there is called free flap. So there is a radial artery flap.
One second. You just said something which is not allowing me to absorb everything. You said for 2 years there's not going to be any penis.
Yes, because we will wait. If there is cancer that comes back, then I cannot reconstruct anything.
For 2 years, that guy is just living with balls.
That's right.
How does he piss?
Because we make a hole in the urethra behind the balls. So he pisses like a woman. He sits and pisses like a woman.
That's psychologically so difficult.
It is, indeed.
How do you even give that guy psychological counseling?
That's part of my job. So if there is a patient who has cancer, it is not the patient who has cancer. It is the family, the whole family, which is like a car accident for the whole family. So the whole family is suffering, the wife, the children, the parents, everybody. Maybe they have no means to support him financially. They will sell their house, they will sell their other belongings. So the whole family is suffering because one person has a disease. So it is never that one person has the disease. So I need to educate the whole family. Educating one person doesn't mean anything. So we take I spend time with the whole family, talk to the parents, talk to the wife. Wife is the most important person in such a situation. And we discuss that these are the options, this is what I'm going to do, but don't worry, it is treatable. So, as I said, healing comes with positivity, and my job is to create positivity. Once I make a diagnosis, I need to make it very positive for the patient, to such an extent that the patients come back after a year and say, Doctor Saab, we didn't know that we were suffering from cancer. Now we understand that you've done so much, and you sailed us through the thing without our being feeling that there was a cancer. Now we are okay. Now we look back and think, oh my God, what we went through. So that thing has to come from the clinician.
It's probably the biggest joy of your career, right?
That's right.
When you get people past their own suffering.
That's right. My job is to hold their hand and cross them. In that journey of crossing, a 10% or 15% job is the surgical skill, which is craftsmanship.
Rest of it is brotherhood, especially in this industry.
Lot of it.
Okay. Penis reconstruction.
Yes.
Now you can continue about the surgical angle.
So surgical angle. So reconstruction of penis, we can have either the flaps, the local tissues, which we raise if there are sufficient, and we tubularize it and make a structure. So what I did for that man was we took some plastic mesh and made socks out of it, stitched it to the bone where the penis was used, put in a rigid implant into it, and covered it with a flap of scrotum, which is the area where the testes are, because he has excessive skin there. So wrapped it around and made a penis out of it. The other one is that you take the artery from here and the muscle from here and the fat, take it away, and you then stitch the artery to the artery of the penis and make a flabby kind of a thing, because you normally don't put an implant in the first go, but there is an organ which he can see, which his wife can see. He can pass urine, but certainly having sex with that organ is not a very good idea, because you need to give it some time. So after a few months, you can go back and put an implant into it and make it rigid.
So third surgery.
That's right. These things are staged procedures.
And very rare?
Not very rare. In a referral center, in a tertiary care center like mine, they are not very rare.
Because of penis cancer in all cases?
Yeah, mostly penis. Now, there was a time when we had only 1,000 urologists over the country. Now we have almost 5,000 urologists. So there are so many people who are around. So referral becomes less, but then everybody is doing wherever they are.
As in, these problems are more common than one would think.
Yes.
Damn. You've reconstructed the penis out of fat, muscle, tissue. Now at this point, that person has a organ that looks like a penis and can urinate out of it. But you can't have sex.
Because the sensation is different.
It's not pleasurable.
One, there is no strength. You have not put in an implant as of now, but then you can put an implant later on. Okay. The problem with the implant is that once you put in an implant and when he starts having sex, then there's always a risk that he's pushing too hard because he doesn't have a sensation.
And then the implant can break?
Implant can perforate and come out. After all, it is like torn socks.
Go on.
If you have a torn sock, it means you're running, your tip of the toe will come out, no? So if you are performing sex, you are not having the sensation to achieve orgasm. You are going on and on. There is a silicone implant inside that tissue, which is anyway an artificial tissue, so it can perforate and come out.
The actual biological core thought here is that you can reconstruct a penis, but perhaps you cannot reconstruct nervous tissue.
That's right. And the nerves that you reconstruct will not have the same pleasurable sensation being carried.
Oh. Hey, if you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out all the other clips we've uploaded on this channel. You'll find a clip related to almost every single topic as long as you're willing to search for it.